Alright, so, finally got my hands on Burnout Paradise Remastered. And yeah, I love this game. So why am I reviewing it? It's not to ask whether this game is good or not, because obviously it's good. I mean, it's a freaking classic of the racing genre. But, well, let's just get to it. Does this game hold up? Most importantly, is the remaster worth the money? Well, let's find out. Alright, first up, let's talk about the aesthetic. If you played the original, not much has changed here. All they did was give this game a spit shine, upped the resolution, and pushed it to have a steady 60 frames per second constantly. But for those of you who are new here, well, it's reminiscent of something like Cruis'n USA. No, really. In a weird way, Paradise City feels like Los Angeles in the middle of spring. It's tropical, yet very industrial, with a hint of Pacific Northwest as you begin to go into the forest area of the game. The colors pop, the overall color saturation finds a nice middle ground between realistic and an arcade game. The crashes are still a spectacle to marvel at, the sense of speed is still pretty unmatched. I mean, Burnout is still heralded as being one of the best arcade racing games ever. But above all else, the sound is absolutely fantastic. From the ambiance of the city to the sounds of twisted metal as you get into crashes, as well as the soundtrack, everything here is absolute ear candy. Even after all these years, the soundtrack still has me bobbing to the rhythm, whether it be the licensed tracks, the classical music, or the original composed soundtrack from the past games. Everything here just shines. Now, if you can get over the fact that this game looks pretty much the same as it did back in the Xbox 360 era, and trust me, you will, because even back then these graphics were very impressive, you will be happy with the product in front of you. Now, enough talking about how the game looks and sounds. Let's move on to what makes this game so great. The gameplay. Well, in this case, the game is aged like fine wine. The controls are still tight, the gameplay is incredibly fast-paced, and the destruction mechanics are still as impressive as they were back then. Now again, if you are new to the series, this is an arcade racer with only one goal in mind, to go as fast as possible and stay alive, because speed is your friend as well as your enemy here, because the moment you make a mistake or cross another racer, you will pay for it dearly. Whether it be racing, time trials, marked man events, or stunt runs, any obstacle that gets in your way can turn your car into a crushed pile of tinfoil. And honestly, this is easily the biggest draw of this game. And yes, the series is well known for its vehicular destruction racing combat style gameplay. And this game is easily the best of the whole series, because it takes everything from the past games and refines it. And on top of that, puts it in an open world. An open world where you can explore by yourself or a group of friends thanks to its online multiplayer. Joining is as simple as pressing a button, and not only can you explore, but you can compete in events with other players, or just go around and just take down as many as you can. Whether you play alone or with a group, Paradise City has something for everyone. And speaking of something for everyone, this game is just chock full of content, i.e. vehicles to drive. Now with this remaster, all the past DLC is included, so that is over 100 cars. Now besides all of that, if I had to grab on one thing, and one thing only, it has to be the crash mode. Now don't get me wrong, being able to trigger a crash whenever you want in the open world is awesome, but it is the only thing that doesn't appear to have aged too greatly, due to its very floaty mechanics. I mean, it's still very much fun, but for crash mode, I recommend you stick with Burnout Revenge. So, on to my final thoughts. It's no surprise that this game holds up very well, but the fact that after all these years it still hasn't lost its touch is a true testament to how well Criterion did with this game a decade ago. Yeah, I didn't say that wrong, it's been 10 years since this game came out. This game is solidified as one of the greatest racing games ever made. And, well, this remaster just hammers in that point even more. Well, that's the review. And now, let's ask the question. Is this game worth the money? And at retail, $40. Alright, this is weird. If you've never played this game before in your life, and you've never played the Burnout series, and you just want to, play an amazing action-packed racing game, yes, this is definitely worth the money. For the price of admission, it's fantastic. Now, if you already own this game, with all the DLC on some other platform, and you don't really care about the online play, no. There's little to no reason to rebuy this thing. I mean, the HD graphics look a little bit better, but it looks exactly the same. Now, if you're a person like me, who sold their old copy, just wanted to get back into into this old series and play with brand new people on brand new servers, yeah, it's worth it. But at the same time, $40, what the hell, EA? You trying to just nickel and dime us for everything? It's weird. I mean, if I wasn't reviewing this, you know, buying it day one, I could have easily waited, and I could have bought this for $20 down the line. I would have been just happy as I am now. But at the same time, even after paying $40 for it, with all the DLC, mind you, I mean, all the past DLCs on here, so that's kind of a reason also wanted to buy it again. But I'm still happy with my purchase. I mean, this game is so freaking amazing that, oh god, this game is utter perfection. I mean, the fact that another game hasn't even come close. I mean, I understand, you know, the recent Most Wanted and, you know, games like Onrush in the future look fantastic. But the fact that we haven't had a game, an arcade-style open-world game that has surpassed this, not reached its level. I mean, a game that was considered better than this hasn't really come out yet, is a little alarming. Hopefully this is, you know, just kind of like a precursor. You know, maybe it's EA trying to say, hey, you guys missed Burnout? Yeah, you know we screwed up really bad with Need for Speed Payback. I don't know what the hell they were thinking there, but regardless, give us this, Burnout. And don't just slap Burnout on any old crappy game. I mean, grab some of the original developers, and they were making that one game, Danger Zone. Grab them, hire them to remake another, not remake, but recreate another Burnout game. Because this is a blessing and a curse. I love this game, but it's also pissing me off that there hasn't been a better racing game than this in a long time. Simulators, yeah, there's a bunch of great ones out there. But arcade-style racing open world. There's a reason why this one's considered the best one of that whole lot. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.